I'm Tom Lippincott, and welcome to the Half Diminished Sound. We're going to spend this class getting to know this chord a lot better, making sure that we know it just as well as the other sounds that we typically use that you probably are more familiar with, and also show you some kind of cool things that you can do with what I feel like is a really beautiful sounding chord. So first of all, notice that I'm calling it the half diminished sound, not the half diminished chord. That's because we're going to be dealing both with this sound as chords, but also as an arpeggio that can be used for single note lines. But before we get started, let me go ahead and explain about my guitar here for anybody that might be new to any of my classes. I have an 8-string guitar, as you can see. However, the inner 6 strings are the same as a regular 6-string guitar, E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay, now if you'll look here at the bottom of page 3 into page 4, I have an exercise that I've found to be real useful. There may be some voicings that are my favorites because of the way they sound, and others that are real easy to remember how to play, and I can incorporate them right away. And those are the ones I'm going to probably lean toward using more. And what's exciting to me about music and about this kind of way of approaching it is that any one person approaching this material is going to come up with a slightly different version of it. Typically, with most 4-note chord voicings, what most people tend to do to add color tones is to replace one or more of the existing chord tones with a color tone. Example 22, first I'll play the basic chord. Now I'm replacing the root with the natural 9. Next inversion, basic chord. This time replacing the root with the 9th and the flat 3rd with the 11th to get this. Next, we'll discuss the use of half-diminished chords and arpeggios as substitute sounds. And this is where things get really interesting, because the half-diminished chord isn't just useful as a half-diminished chord, it's also really useful in a lot of other contexts. I'm adding to the chord voicing the flat 9 and a sus4. Here's a kind of a common way to voice it. So I'm playing open E, F on the 4th string, A on the 3rd string, and then open B, open E. Can be transposed up a minor 3rd to F sharp, half diminished, to A half diminished, to C half diminished, and all 4 of those chords are completely diatonic to that D flat diminished scale. So finally, the last couple of examples here actually presents a couple of etudes utilizing the material we've been talking about on a standard chord progression. In this case, the chord changes to the great Billy Strayhorn tune, Upper Manhattan Medical Group. So we're starting off with G half diminished, and we're using the G and the A half diminished from B flat melodic minor, and using that trick we talked about before of the different inversions to get a harmonized scale.